The secret to using a stainless steel pan without sticking is something I bet most people don't know. Hi everyone! Has anyone here ever had eggs or fish stick when frying in a stainless steel pan? If so, don't rush to blame your poor stainless steel pan. It's just that you haven't learned the right way to use it yet. So today I'll show you how to cook with a stainless steel pan without sticking in a very simple way. More importantly, I'll show you how to clean it so it stays shiny and looks like new. Many people have wondered why use a stainless steel pan that's harder to use and tends to stick when you can just use a non-stick pan. But the biggest reason I chose stainless steel is its versatility. You can use it to saute, simmer, braise, or fry all in the same pan and on any type of stove like gas, electric, and even induction. Compared to other pans, it's easier to clean because you don't need to season it regularly. You can even use it in the oven or dishwasher. It heats up quickly and fairly evenly, helps create a beautiful golden crust and rich sauces, and is trusted by professional chefs. In addition, it's a safer option because it doesn't have any coating that can peel over time, and it's very durable. Before you start cooking, there's one golden rule you should never skip if you want to avoid sticking, and that is always preheat your pan properly. Place your stainless steel pan on the stove while it is completely dry. Then heat it over medium heat for about 1 to 2 minutes. To check if the pan is ready, add a small drop of water. If the pan isn't hot enough, the water will just sit there and slowly evaporate. But when the pan reaches the right temperature, the drop will form into a small bead and dance across the surface. This is called the Leidenfrost effect. It's the most important signal that your pan is ready for searing, and it's the key to preventing food from sticking. Now that your pan is properly heated, the next step is adding the oil the right way and controlling the temperature. Always wait until the pan is fully hot before adding the oil. Then choose an oil with a high smoke point, such as avocado oil or canola oil. Try to avoid using extra virgin olive oil for high heat searing because it can burn quickly and create too much smoke. After adding the oil to the pan, heat it until it just starts to lightly shimmer. If the oil begins to smoke heavily, your pan is too hot. Don't use that oil. Instead, you can pour it out, lower the heat, and start again. This small step can make a big difference. One of the most common mistakes is poor heat control. If you've ever seen a brown ring form around the pan, it usually means the heat is too high or the flame is spreading too far beyond the base of the pan. Try to match the size of your pan with the size of your burner. And remember, medium-high heat doesn't always mean the same thing. It really depends on your stove and the size of the burner you're using. Now start again, lower the heat and wait for the oil to heat up. You may need more oil than when using a non-stick pan. So if the oil isn't enough, add a bit more and wait until it's properly heated. Then gently crack the egg right into the center of the pan, and this step is very important. Since we already have a pan of hot oil here, let's try something that many people feel a little unsure about when using stainless steel: a simple fried egg. Most people think eggs will stick when frying, but in reality, it's very easy if you follow the right steps. If you try to flip the egg too early, the bottom hasn't had time to form a light golden layer, so it will stick and tear. Instead, be a little patient. As the egg cooks, the bottom will firm up and naturally release from the pan. At this point, you can lower the heat after adding the egg to keep it from overcooking. You can gently shake the pan side to side. If you like, you can tilt the pan and gently use a spoon to baste a little hot oil over the top to help the white cook evenly. When it's done, you'll see a beautiful golden bottom and the egg will lift easily without sticking or breaking. And just like that, you have a simple fried egg, and the method is incredibly easy. This proves that if the egg sticks, it's usually because the pan wasn't hot enough or you didn't cook it long enough, not because of the pan. Now let's try something a little different: scrambled eggs, to see how stainless steel works at lower heat. The truth is it still works, but it's not as ideal as searing. Start by adding enough oil or a little butter because this really helps prevent sticking at lower temperatures. Keep the heat low and don't rush. Gently stir the eggs and pay attention to how they move in the pan. With good heat control and a little patience, you can still get soft, creamy, scrambled eggs without too much sticking. You may notice a little sticking in spots where there's no oil. The important thing is to keep the eggs moving and not let them sit in one place too long. So the general rule is simple. If your dish doesn't need a strong sear, lower the heat and cook it gently for better results. Now let's move on to something a little more challenging: pan frying fish with crispy skin. But don't worry, we're going to use exactly the same logic we just learned with eggs. First, heat the pan properly. Then add a high-heat cooking oil. Once the oil is hot, gently place the fish into the pan with the skin side facing down. Right away, you may see the fish start to curl. That's normal, so just use a food clip to gently press it down for the first few seconds to keep the skin flat against the pan. After that, just leave it alone. This step is very important. Don't try to move it too soon. As the fish skin cooks and crisps, it will naturally release from the pan. If your pan is at the right temperature, you'll even notice the fish can slide easily when you gently shake the pan. When the fish is cooked carefully, flip it and cook the other side until it's fully done. If the pan feels too hot, just lower the heat. So remember, with stainless steel, controlling the temperature is always the key to getting great results. And the result is a beautifully golden piece of fish with crispy skin that's very delicious. It didn't stick to the pan at all. Now, let's talk about cleaning because this is something many people worrying about. The good news is if your pan isn't heavily burned, cleaning is actually very simple. Right after frying the fish, use a paper towel to wipe off some of the excess oil. Then clean it while the pan is still slightly warm, not too hot. This helps loosen any food that's stuck without making the pan harder to handle. Start by adding a small amount of water to the pan. This will help soften and remove any residue left on the surface. Next, take a sponge and use the slightly abrasive side to gently scrub the pan. You don't need to use too much force. After that, add a little dish soap and continue cleaning. Make sure you clean both the inside and the outside, including the handle and the bottom of the pan. In most everyday situations, that's really all you need. Warm water, a bit of dish soap, and a sponge will easily keep your stainless steel pan clean, shiny, and ready to use again. If cleaning were always that simple, many people wouldn't feel discouraged. So let me show you how to deal with a tougher stain, like the sticky residue left from cooking sugar when making caramel. Normally, if you only wash it with water and dish soap, it can be very hard to remove. With this type of stain, you don't need to scrub hard. Just place the pan on the stove and heat it slightly until it's gently warm. Then add a little water and dish soap and let it come to a boil. As it heats up, the residue will start to loosen and come off easily. Finally, just rinse it clean with water and dry it. However, to make your pan look like new again, don't forget to clean the bottom as well. After some time, the bottom of the pan often develops brown buildup that can be difficult to remove. The solution is very simple. Just sprinkle a layer of baking soda over the bottom surface. Then add a little vinegar, just enough to moisten it. Cover it with a paper towel and let it sit for about 10 minutes to lift the stains. After that, scrub it once more with a sponge. You'll see that as you scrub, the bottom becomes bright again. Once everything is clean, rinse thoroughly and dry it immediately with a towel. Don't let it air dry because that can leave water spots on the surface. And that's all you really need to confidently use a stainless steel pan and keep it looking shiny like new. Once you understand how to control the heat, add oil at the right time and be a little patient, cooking and cleaning with stainless steel becomes easier than ever. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.